I'm on the Conotton Creek Trail, and it's been a while since I've been out for a ride. It's been since probably about Thanksgiving. I got sick with COVID early December, and then we had the holidays, and then I got sick again, and then it was just plain cold. So it's been about 2 months since I've been out for a ride. It's 55 degrees out right now, but it's really overcast and windy, damp. We had a lot of rain the last couple of days, so it feels a lot colder than what you would think 55 degrees would be. But I'm ready to go for a ride. Nothing big today, only about 20 or so miles. Woo! It's windy out. And I can definitely tell that I've had about 2 months off. Legs are a bit rusty. Normally at the end of the year, I would put out a best of the year video, kind of highlighting all the best rides of the year. But with everything that went on this year, I just didn't either have time or the energy to do that video. And then by the time I did, it seemed like the moment had passed. So last year was a really good year. I rode just a tad over 3,000 miles, which is a record for me, most I've ever ridden. So really happy about that. And then there were some really great rides this past year. Ragbri, that was my highlight for the year. And then the Great Miami River Trail, that was awesome. And then I got to ride with my buddy Brett that I hadn't seen in decades. So yeah, 2023 was a really good year on the bike. And so what's going to happen in 2024? Well, one question I got asked a lot was if I was going to do Ragbri again this year. And the answer is no. I am going to try and do Ragbri in 2025. This year I probably won't ride nearly as many miles as I did last year, because most of that mileage was training for Ragbri. But I would like to hit right around 2,000 miles for this year, which would still be above my average year. And then as for rides, I found something new. I've never heard of these before, but they've been out there forever. Fondos. Fondos are a great ride. I think that's what that means. But anyway, they're just basically organized rides, and they range from, being totally self-supported to, having some support along the way as far as snacks and meals go. Hello. And they're not a race, but I guess some of them can be timed if you're interested in that. And two that I'm looking at right now, one is the Great Pumpkin Roll, which is in late September. Thinking about doing it. And then another one is called Tour de Donut, which on that particular ride, for every donut you eat and keep down, you get 5 minutes shaved off of your time. So that would be interesting. So Fondos, and the wife might join me on one of those. So that would be fun. And then also there's the tour of the Ohio River Valley, which goes from Columbus, Ohio, the Portsmouth, Ohio, and back. So that's 100 miles down to Portsmouth. You spend the night and then 100 miles back. Now I would only do half of that because doing back-to-back centuries just seems a little bit more hardcore than my liking. And then also, you know, last year I met up with Brett, which was really fun to ride with somebody. And so hopefully this coming year I'll get to link up with some other people and ride with them. And of course I'll do more bike trails. And there's an area in Mount Vernon, Ohio, where they've got like all kinds of farm roads all over the place. Lots of dirt and gravel and really low traffic roads. So going to do a lot more exploring there. Yeah, we've had a lot of rain here in the last little bit. That is not supposed to be a lake like that. The fondos that I've looked at generally come in 3 different distances. You can do like a 30, a 60, or a 100-mile option. The 100-mile option is just out for me. The time limit for that is, I won't get that. Woo, excuse me. But the 60-mile option, more trains. The 60-mile option is just barely within my abilities to get. So one of the goals this year is to try and ride just a little bit faster. Because most of my rides that I do, you know, I'm just out for a Sunday stroll out on the bike path. I'm not really pushing myself or anything. So in order to do a 60-mile fondo, I'm going to have to up my game a little bit. And so I'm going to try and do some more structured workouts on the bike to try and get a little bit faster. And hopefully I'll be able to do a 60-mile fondo, because they're like one of the ones that I was looking at was a 5.5 hour time limit. Now, the pace that I ride, when I ride, I could do that very easily. But that 5.5 hours also includes breaks and, you know, getting food along the way and, you know, all that stuff. And so, right now it would be a little tight. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and get a little faster. Definitely lots of rain. Okay, well, I got a good 11-mile warm-up in, and in the spirit of trying to ride faster, I'm going to book it the 11 miles back to the car, and we'll see what my average pace is and see if I can improve on that throughout the year. Well, that wasn't too bad. For just over 11 miles, I averaged 13.5 miles per hour. Now, that's just for those 11 miles. I couldn't maintain that pace for too much longer than that. But that's our starting point, and we'll see how we progress throughout the year. Hope you enjoy the video.